What's going on, YouTube? How you doing? I'm just saying VB here, filling in for Mike as he's away in the Philippines helping people, and just wanted to do another video reaction with you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. This one, when DMX exposed Diddy for bending rappers, JayZ them. Ooh, let's see what they're talking about.
A lot of the love I had for wanting to be a part of the industry is not there anymore. I don't even associate myself with the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry.
Ever since this entire Diddy mess started with Cassie suing him and then a whole lot of other people coming out of the woodwork with their own horror story against Diddy and people around him, more and more celebs have been named. And one of the names that keeps coming up is that of JayZ. Even 50 Cent said that Jay is hiding till the Diddy drama dies down because he doesn't want to be exposed. And now videos of DMX, one of the legendary rappers who was never afraid of exposing the dark secrets of Hollywood, are going viral on Twitter. And in several such videos, DMX literally tried to warn us about Diddy and JayZ's nasty dealings.
If you want to rap or sing or whatever, don't become a part of the game. You know what? Listen to a song I called The Industry. And that pretty much explains, you know what I'm saying, what the shit is about.
Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label, now you're back rapping again. Okay. I mean, it's all good. That's all good.
But then he made him jiggy and put him in suits and made them write lyrics for him and took all that publishing and took.
DMX supposedly went after Diddy for allegedly manipulating and controlling his artists, and JayZ for dipping his toes and becoming friends with the shady big shots in the industry, the people behind the curtain that control everything.
Puff told Craig Mott if he didn't change management, he wasn't with him no more. Craig wasn't getting rid of his management. Craig said, yo, listen here, man, I'm not changing my manager just because you want to. Puff said, yo, I ain't with that kid no more. Not at all. I was right there when he said that. Told Craig Mack, you don't change your management, I ain't.
It got me wondering what exactly DMX must have witnessed while working with these two that got him shaken and broke his trust in the industry. So let me break it down for you.
A lot of the love I had for wanting to be a part of the industry is not there anymore. I don't even associate myself with the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry.
Like I said, Diddy's legacy and personal integrity have been shaken right from the foundation. Different allegations, lawsuits, and arrests are not going away. The rabbit hole he's dug for himself is just getting deeper. And now JayZ is getting plastered too. And get this, in an interview that recently surfaced, DMX publicly spilled some serious tea on Diddy, talking about how he grapes his artists, bending rappers over, and taking advantage of their talents and hard work.
Well, you know, Locks got signed by that. Even though I bought the Locks Store Riders, you know, they got signed. They were a safer group. You know, Puff signed them. And it was a blessing and a curse because they were sure they were happy about getting signed first, and they were on the Benjamins and shit was going. But they made him jiggy and put him in suits and made them write lyrics for him and took all that publishing and took. Like, damn. I'm glad I didn't, you know, like. You keep that, and we went to, like, as soon as they got signed, D was like, yo, if you like the Locks, like, X is like Big Dog, like, those are the Puffs, like, you love.
While some fans interpreted the use of the R word by X as a metaphor for Diddy being a ripoff, others are convinced he meant that literally. But then again, with the recent allegations, the possibility of Diddy laying pipes on artists is literally not impossible at this point. In another interview, DMX talked about how Diddy initially turned him down for a deal at his label, Bad Boy Records. But as soon as he got the info about Def Jam's offer for him, he started singing a different tune, practically begging him to work with him instead. But X had already caught wind of how things were behind the scenes at Bad Boy, and he didn't like what he saw. He wasn't ready to get piped, if you know what I mean.
Maybe 3 weeks after I got signed to Def Jam. He was like, yo, I'll lace your pockets. I'll double what they gave you and lace your pockets. I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Now, when it comes to JayZ and DMX, they've always had an entangled history.
You gotta respect X for, you know, not wanting to be a part of that nonsense. And then, like, and yes, rest in peace, DMX, because, you know, it's just something that he brought to the game that, you know, now it seems like we've lost, you know, and we've lost a couple of good ones, you know, just in the game for music itself. But, you know, And just that clip, looking at that clip from the movie Romeo Must Die with him and Aaliyah. And I mean, that was the sweet spot right there, as far as I'm concerned, with music and entertainment. Like, everybody was still here and you know, but of course, now we're learning all the heinous activity that was going on behind the scenes. It's like, dang, man, just wish it didn't have to be that way.
Because they came up around the same time in the late 90s. And while they may have been cool at some point, things got heated up really quickly. Jay did publicly show respect to X after he passed away, but there's this lingering feeling that there's so much more to their history. Broken trust, for one. X allegedly thought Jay was a shady character, the type of person who doesn't want anyone else to outshine him because he's scared of the competition. He even went as far as accusing Jay of becoming Def Jam's president solely to meddle with his 6th album and ruin his career. Of course, JayZ never owned up to that move, but what made it weird was that right after X passed away on April 19th, 2021, Jay went on LeBron's show, The Shop, where he was asked about DMX's legacy and what he meant to him personally. There he talked about how he boycotted his first Grammy win for DMX, and how much respect he had for him, and how despite their maintaining their competitive edge over the years, it was all love.
Just about like what he meant to the culture and maybe meant to you personally.
By the way, the first time I boycotted the Grammys was for him. We both came out that year. He didn't get nominated. He dropped 2 albums, had 2 #1 albums in the same year.
Right. I remember that.
They didn't even nominate him. I won that year for rap album. So my first Grammy win, I wasn't in. I wasn't even in the building because I boycotted him. So there was a competitive thing, but it was big love. He was so competitive with me. I never met a human being more competitive with me, like ever, not even my big brother.
But Jay conveniently made it seem like DMX was the one playing the competitive game. Meanwhile, it was the other way around. In 2004, JayZ became the president of Def Jam Records, and according to X, that's the moment everything went down. DMX had been the biggest act, the face of Def Jam Records, dropping back-to-back #1 albums between 98 and 03. 5 different albums in total. And you would agree that that level of consistency alone should have earned him some level of respect in the company. But the moment Jay became president, X claimed he tried to throw a wrench on his 6th album titled Year of the Dog, meddling with its release.
You know, like I said, I had the crazy track record, Def Jam, everything was good. You know, I go to do the 6th album, and you know,
JayZ became president.
Yeah. You know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, DMX is running the building, like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. So what happened? Shit didn't, you know, we don't know. What you mean you don't know? How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, then don't know?
In the same radio interview, DMX alleged that the reason Jay messed with his project was because he changed his mind about retirement, and he was planning a big comeback to the rap game. To do that, he needed to clear off any competition that could stand in his way. That was the last straw for X.
Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label, now you're back rapping again. Okay. It's all good.
After this, DMX realized that the path he and Jay decided to tread in the music industry was at opposite ends. Jay wanted to cozy up with the shady big dogs at the higher end of the industry, while X just wanted to retain his artistic freedom and get paid. He called it quits with Def Jam not long after and signed a deal with Columbia Records. That's why X never really got to trust Jay. He felt like Jay was ready to do anything, trample on anyone, just to cozy up with the big shots. But DMX kept it real, unlike Jay. He was always calling out these higher-ups, talking about label owners and their tight grips on artists' necks. And he wasn't about to bend for them or get run over, literally.
This new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play their
right.
You know what I'm saying? They sucking the record label executive, and it's like there's too much of that going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play my motherfucking music. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now they want you all up under this, you know, sitting at the going to dinner with them and like that, and you know, all that favor for a favor shit. I don't get down like that. Look, I give you the music, you give my money.
In 2005, DMX dropped a song titled The Industry.
And that's what it is, right? Like, that's what it should be. That's what the industry of the business should be. It should be, I'm an artist. This is my job. Like, you go to work. I go to work and I do the work that you asked me to do, and you give me my check. Like, I don't have to go, hanging out with you after work. I don't have to go, to all these parties doing weird stuff and doing all this stuff. No, I just do my job and I just want to go home. Like, that's really what he's saying. Like, I just want to do my job and go home. That's it. That's all I want to do. Like, and I happen to love my job. I happen to love what I do. So let me just do it and go home. All this other weirdo stuff that you want people to participate in, not necessary. Like, let's just make the music. And I love people that just, that's it. They just want to make the music. Those are the artists that we need. Those are the people that we need. We just want to make the music. We don't want to do all this other crazy weirdo stuff.
In the song, he described label owners as vultures. He talked about how new artists were pressured to sell their souls, to lose their originality and their integrity for a paycheck.
The game is bullshit, man. The game is bullshit. If you want to rap or sing or whatever, don't become a part of the game. You know what? Listen to a song I called The Industry. And that pretty much explains, what the shit is about. The industry. Man, it's not the same. The industry, it's not a game. The industry, real is dying to get in the industry just to find they don't fit in. The industry ain't what it used to be. The industry's trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that, but I'm going to dress like this and talk with the gap, the industry.
Now, JayZ was always about the business. He always looked beyond the artistry, and that's why he threaded a different path to the top. But you see, he could never shake off the allegations about him throwing his people under the bus, trampling on them in a show of power, and in the quest to maintain good relationships with the industry's higher-ups. I mean, let's be real. Over the years, he has also been accused of taking several people out. Even Dame Dash, the co-founder of Rockefeller, claimed Jay became someone else the moment he started to cozy up with these top bosses in the music business. He even name-dropped 𝗟𝗡𝗏, the former Def Jam president and a close buddy of Jay. In his book, Decoded, JayZ referred to Cohen as his mentor. This is a man that's so unpopular for various reasons in the music business. Let's take his interview at the Breakfast Club in 2018, for example. He went on raving about the substance use crisis in the industry, talking about how he felt sad about DMX's struggle with substances. But when Charlamagne asked why he keeps signing artists that promote this kind of lifestyle, Leo straight up replied that it's just business. When Dame first called out Jay's betrayal, it felt like he was just fishing. But it all makes sense now.
One of the biggest artists you ever had had a real bad drug problem, DMX.
I'm so sad. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention.
Let's just make it clear. Because he doesn't care. Because he's there for the money. He doesn't care about the artist. He doesn't care about their well-being. He cares about how many dollars he can get in his pocket from the artist. It doesn't matter what they do to themselves or to others, as long as the money keeps coming into his pocket. When the money stops coming into his pocket, then maybe I'll think about something. But until the money stops coming in his pocket, and that's for any of these people that, make money off of the backs of someone else's work, right? Just saying.
She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to, I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
it's opportunistic. Yeah, I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
In that same interview, when asked about Dame Dash calling 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 a culture vulture, you'd be surprised at what 𝗟𝗡𝗡 had to say. He flat out denied ever knowing Dame, despite Charlamagne reminding him that they made a lot of money together. At that moment, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏 became 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏.
So
y'all made a lot of money together.
Made a lot of money.
Come on, Leo. Don't do that to him.
I don't know him. I really don't. So I don't know what to tell you.
So I know you're probably wondering how all of this connects with DMX. Word on the streets is that 𝗟𝗡𝗡 was the one who influenced JayZ to meddle with DMX's 6th album studio because they didn't see eye to eye. It got even crazier after X's death. 𝗟𝗡𝗡 had to go further by saying some really disrespectful words about X at his funeral. He couldn't even be bothered to attend in person, so he sent a recorded message. DMX was laid to rest on April 25th, 2021. And one of the people who profited most from this great talent couldn't even pay their last respects. In the voice recording he sent, he called X a gremlin and said he wasn't surprised by his death. Can you imagine that? Those are words coming from JayZ's mentor's lips.
The race against time was that we all know X is a gremlin and reckless and looking for a wall to crash into. X, if you listen to X, if you see X, his death is no surprise. If you listen.
And you, sir, are a viper, a snake who is waiting to get his head cut off. I digress.
To and you watched who and what X was. And I think it's a tragedy because I wish people knew Earl, the fisherman who loved to fish and loved to be with his kids and loved to talk about deep things and curious about the world and interested in other people's opinions.
Now you can imagine and understand why X never trusted Jay or Diddy. When DMX was telling us about how filthy the industry was and how these stars are not who they claim to be, we should have listened more attentively. Fans are saying that it's only a matter of time before more skeletons fall out of the closets of all these people. X always kept it a buck, kept it real, and held it down. R.I.P. X-Man. What's your take on all this drama though? Do you believe there's even more than meets the eye, especially in the music business? Share your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe too. Turn on your notifications bell because you do not want to miss out.
Okay, so basically, you know what? It's okay. Rest in peace, DMX. You're not with us anymore. It's all right. You're in a better place. But those that are still here and doing this type of nonsense, your day is coming. Your downfall is coming. And you know what? We're here for it. So all that little junk you want to talk about X and everything like that, we can't wait until the tables get turned on you, buddy. And we are going to be here for it. But that's just me. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. All right, I'm getting on out of here. Take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike and I'm just saying VB told you so. Bye, guys.